basically what we're going to do is I'm going to hand a Ledger Nano S to my wife and say, hey, dear, would you please upload some of our Bitcoin onto this and just see what's going to happen. I think it's going to be pretty fun because it's going to show, is this the kind of thing you can just hand to somebody that knows nothing about the technology and see if they can actually implement it and keep it secure and all that. So it's a real good experiment. I have no idea if she's going to pass. I'm not going to help her at all. So I think it's going to be fun. So stay tuned and let's see how Raina does with the installation of the Ledger.
My husband just handed me this box, and to me it looks like a flash disk, a USB, and cryptocurrency hardware wallet. I seriously have no fucking clue what that is. Yeah, no beep. But I'm gonna open it up and do what he wants me to do. I'm gonna put that thing in that computer and withdraw something. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I need to do this, I guess. Okay, so this looks like a flash disk. Just like a ledger. I'm gonna see what's inside the box. So it's a Ledger Nano S. God knows what the F is this. It has this stuff in it. Still don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna do what I need to do with this. Normally what you have when you have a flash disk or USB drive, Ledger Nano S, you just, I'm gonna just stick this thing out or something. It has like 2 buttons here. And a tiny little insert. So, there you go. That's why it's not going inside the computer or the drive. Let me fix that. Okay, there you go. Alright. So, that's what I need to do to make this thing fit into this computer so I can withdraw whatever that is that I'm doing. Alright, we need the cable that came inside the box. And there you go, logically. I'm just using my brain, but I still have no idea what's going on. This end goes inside the computer. So, oh gosh, it worked. And it says, welcome. Welcome, and press both buttons to begin. Buttons on the ends. Okay, I just did. Press both buttons to begin. I pressed both buttons to begin. I'm still pressing both buttons. Okay, with Ledger Nano S, interact and control the user interface. Seriously. I don't know what I'm doing. And navigate through multiple choice lists. Press both buttons when you wish to confirm, continue, or open an application. Okay. Now press both buttons. I'm just reading here. There's like texts that you can read. It's a smart USB. I have used left, right through multiple choices. Jesus Christ, why am I doing this? A new device, yes. Choose a PIN code. How the heck do I choose a PIN code? Oh. Okay. typed something and I don't know how to choose the pin code. Hold on. God, why am I doing this? Okay, oh. 1. It says here 1. Choose a pin code and okay, I'm not gonna push both. Choose a pin code. What am I doing? Oh. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, look at that. With these buttons, it's like the up and down buttons, and I'm trying to figure out a pin code. Wish me luck remembering this stupid pin code because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. No. Okay, move. Okay, so with every time I'm moving to a new pin code that I'm trying to register, you need to push both buttons so you can pick the second or the coming code. Oh, it gets easier once you get used to how to choose a pin code. You push both buttons, you pick a number or a digit, and then every time you want to choose the code, you push both buttons and so forth. And then there's a check mark, and then when you push both buttons, it's like confirming pin code. Write down your recovery phase. Are you kidding me? Write down your recovery phase. What am I doing? Oh, so dumb. I'm seriously have no idea what's going on. So it says write down your recovery phrase, and I started typing. You're not supposed to. You have to choose here. It's gonna give you options. So word number 1 is 20, whatever that means. Word number 2, imitate. Oh God, Jesus, it's so hard, Lens. So good. Okay. I choose one. And once you choose, you make your selection. I thought once you make your selection or you choose your recovery phrase, you push both buttons, but it's not working. Okay, fish. I seriously. This is not easy. But hey, you have to keep something safe, I guess, in here, in this thing. So that's why it's not easy. Alright. I'm still pushing buttons here. Why is this so hard? Why am I doing something I have no idea what I'm doing? I can't. I'm done. Your device is now ready to do what? Okay. So my device is ready. I seriously had to memorize all the words. There was like 20 words, over 20 words, and I had to memorize in order exactly how they came so I could remember the stupid phrase. I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, so my device is ready. Thank you, Jesus, for a little bit of visual memory. Oh my gosh, it says Bitcoin. What am I gonna do now? So there's Bitcoin in the middle. It shows on the screen, and then like the selection arrow up and down, and then settings logo. Bitcoin. Oh no, Bitcoin is what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna do Bitcoin and select. Use wallet to view accounts. It says who I'm the right person for this. Okay, settings about no, settings. Okay, use wallet to view accounts. So always remember select, you're selecting something, or as these two buttons push together. Browser support. Okay. Yes. Okay. Browser support. Yes. Can I just give up? Okay, withdraw. And push this, select this button. And it's loading here. I think, I hope. Daily withdraw limit. Apply. And it's loading. Whatever I'm doing, I hope it doesn't blow up in my face. I have no idea what I'm doing. So wish me luck. And now it's loading something into this thing. But seriously, I'm proud of myself for maybe knowing how to use whatever that is. I hope I'm not doing something that's going to affect our bank account, whatever. Alright, so it's loading. Daily withdrawal limit used. There's a lot of numbers. I'm not a numbers person. We're not friends. This thing and I. Nope. I'm afraid to do something that's gonna affect I don't know, domination. Right. See what's gonna happen. I'm going to type exactly that number that's on this page. I successfully withdraw 0.00104050 bitcoins successfully. Oh my god, This took forever and I still have no idea what I did, what's going on, what is this, but it's cool that it shows a text, I guess. And I don't know what to do next, so I'm out. I'm gonna go back to my normal everyday job. So, peace. Alright, guys, I'm back because I think I messed up really bad. I didn't even notice or see that there's instructions that I'm supposed to read. I swear to God, I thought it was like any other USB drive or flash disk, but it wasn't. There's steps here. It says connect your ledger, so thankfully I used my little brain and I put that connector through and through, and it worked. Choose a pin code. I was smart enough to choose a pin code and know how to choose it and to pick and go from a number to another, a digit to another, right? Okay. And then 3. When I chose backup phrase, there was 24 words that I was supposed to write down. I did not. And these words cannot be generated again, ever. And I have no idea what I did. It's a big mistake. So that's very important that you read the instructions and you follow them, especially something complicated like this piece that my husband handed me and told me, hey, have fun with that. I'm not having fun at all. This is not my fun idea of having fun. So I did not write down the 24 words. I tried to memorize them thinking, hey, my number. So if I memorize number 2, I will just keep on going, scrolling up and down to remember what was number 19. But now they want me to remember the words, which were supposed to be on here. So I did some money transfer at the end, something GDX, whatever. Bottom line, I personally think that this piece of device, let's just call it device, needs to go back where we bought it from, because it's stupid, useless, and we don't really need it. Are you kidding me? I have no idea what I did, and I still have no idea what's going on, and I don't know what I just transferred to where. I followed little steps, and then I messed up big time. So yeah, here I did screw up. Guys, you don't need this. This is just the stupidest thing ever. Oh, it's supposed to be a transaction of something on it. No, and it didn't. So I have no idea if what I did was right or wrong, or if I have transferred money to that, African prince somewhere that keeps on sending me emails. I think I trust that guy more than this. So that's pretty much it about the numerous that ledger. So let's not do that again, and I don't think you guys should get it or have it or buy it or waste your money and time on it. Cryptocurrency hardware wallet, this is the stupidest thing ever. I am a caveman right now. Seriously. So much. I thought I loved or liked technology, but no, this is not my idea of technology. This is just not okay. Whoever buys this, have fun. It's the stupidest thing ever to me. Maybe because I don't know what I'm doing. But if it was for me, I would return it back ASAP. Because I'm done with it. I haven't done anything with it, but I'm done with it. Yeah. That's it for now. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't have to do this ever again, because I do not want to.
So, was she successful? I'm pretty sure you figured out she wasn't. And that was the whole point of this experiment. For this crypto revolution to really take a hold, it's going to need to get into the mass market, right? Which means your grandma has to be able to figure out how to do this. Your mother has to be able to figure out how to do this. People who, aren't amazingly tech savvy have to figure out how to do this. This whole process is absurd, okay? So I watched the tape. I saw what she did. I saw a couple, major errors that she would have overcome had she just, read the instructions in the box, right? She would have gone, downloaded the Ledger wallet, and done the steps that she was supposed to do. The first step where she really screwed up, she didn't write down her passcode. So she just figured, I don't need to write down a passcode, I'll just memorize it. But without reading the instructions, how was she to know what those passcodes meant? This is close to useless now that the passcodes are gone. She wrote down some of them, but how many of them do you think she actually got right? From her memory out of 24, 3, 4, 5 are probably in the right place. 10 are probably wrong. Think about something like, if one of the code words was car, she might have written down van or truck, right? So even in her mind, if she thought she had a lot of these right, there's no way that she has them all right. So in the event of this getting lost, burnt, submerged in water, something where it doesn't work, that's probably gone. So after she was finished, I went through and actually took some money or some Bitcoin off of GDAX and put it onto here. And then for fun, I was like, okay, now let's put it back. Let's see what kind of transaction fees I would incur. And so, to play around with, I was using like 0.001 Bitcoin, $15 or so. And to transfer that back at high speed, it costs about $15. So that wouldn't work, would it? Also, just as a kind of friendly reminder, to get it from GDAX to this took about 21 minutes. So there's a little bit of panic that would set in if you had no idea that it's supposed to take 21 minutes. If I transfer money in between, say, different bank accounts within the same bank, it's instantaneous. But if I transfer money between different banks, it could be a few days. So, 21 minutes compared to a few days is actually quite reasonable. But back to my point. So to get money out of my little Nano and back into the crypto universe, had a lot of fees. So I selected a different level of timing. It doesn't need to be super fast. I'm not in a hurry. Let's go to slow. Let's go to low. And the fee dropped from like 15 to like 14. Again, completely ridiculous to transfer something that's $15 and pay $14 in fees for it. So as a currency, going through all these steps and trying to buy something with it is absolutely absurd until you get to something that's, say, more than $1,000. So if I'm buying a computer from China or something, this makes sense. I'm with you. But how many people that aren't already in the game are going to go through the process of trying to learn how to use all this crap, are willing to invest on something that may or may not have a floor, and the prices of these things are rapidly fluctuating, whether it's up or down. As far as will this catch on to the mainstream, are people going to be using it like they use Visa? Not anytime soon. I'm not putting this in my pocket. I've already got a Visa card, and guess what? I could get Visa onto my phone and do stuff with my phone that I'm already carrying. So this doesn't have a place in my world right now. Now, can I take it and store it in a safe and hope that it goes up in value, or that transactional costs go down, and so that one day my 0.001 Bitcoin that I have stored on here is actually going to do something for me? Who knows? But what I am going to do is I am going to test this. I'm going to put it in a safe, and I am going to set that safe on fire and test out how fireproof that safe is, and then figure out whether or not I can still access this. So stay tuned for that.